Love is in the air. The fairy tale romance between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle capturing hearts around the world. Ahead of what will be the most modern royal wedding ever. An English prince marrying an American actress.
How are you feeling, Miss Markle?
Wonderful, thank you.
The venue, spectacular. The weather, ideal. Billions ready to watch. So grab your tea, put on your fascinator, because you are cordially invited. Today, Saturday, May 19th, 2018.
From NBC News, this is a special edition of Today at the Royal Wedding with Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb, live from Windsor, England.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Windsor, and it's a really beautiful day, a special edition of Today on a Saturday morning. It's 9:30 in the morning here in England, 4:30 a.m. Eastern back home, but we know we have a lot of people up with us this morning.
We do.
It's 2.5 hours from now.
I think people really did set their alarms.
Yes.
I think they do have their tea and crumpets, and I think they are ready because a lot of people on the streets have been camped out here for days waiting for this moment.
They're going to see a beautiful piece of history in just a couple of hours from now. Meghan Markle, American actress, marrying her English prince. And of course, we can show you some of the scenes outside. People are ready to see. That's the long walk where folks will get a view of Harry and Meghan a little bit later today. We've already seen guests arriving, and boy, are they in their English finery.
And let me tell you something. This wedding is going to run on time, so people arrive promptly. They've got bands going around. It's going to be a beautiful sun-splashed morning.
I was just out on the street. You can feel the energy. There are so many Americans here. Haven't you noticed that the last couple of days?
Literally, people are on the streets. Savannah and I have been walking around and they yell out, like, just states. Texas, Iowa. So we know that you're represented, and
we're seeing a lot of the pageantry that's going to unfold this morning. It will be beautiful. We can show you some of the papers, and of course, you know, the British tabloids are known for their good headlines. And here's my personal favorite, The Sun. If you can show it, I'm getting harried in the morning. Never.
They do. And by the way, they are on the cover of every single paper. And here's Meghan with her mom. That shot from yesterday.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family.
And this is going to be a big, beautiful, royal welcome to the family. Of course, this morning is all about love and celebration. We're so grateful to be here, but boy, our hearts and prayers and thoughts are back home in Santa Fe, Texas. Of course, there was yet another tragic school shooting. Last night, an emotional vigil was held there, honoring the 9 students and a teacher who were killed by the admitted gunman, a 17-year-old classmate. We've got Lester Holt, who's in Santa Fe, Texas this morning. We're going to be going to him for the very latest just ahead. So our hearts are in 2 places, but of course, first and foremost, at home with all of those who are hurting and suffering in Texas.
Absolutely. We do, though, want to begin here in Windsor, and we want to set the stage for you to let you know what's going to be happening over the next few hours. Since you did wake up this early, we're going to break it down. All right, first, the guests, as you know, right now are beginning to arrive. And St. George's Chapel will open to them in about 30 minutes. You know, there'll be invited guests, all different kinds of people, some just regular people from kind of from the street, just friends of theirs. So for the next hour or so, members of the royal family then will start filtering in. We're going to keep our eye on all of that.
Yes, and you're going to notice the dress code, day dress and hat required
you
for the ladies.
You have to wear the hat,
Non-optional. Okay, 6:30 Eastern Time, 11:30 here in Windsor. Prince Harry and his best man, you may have heard of him, William, will arrive on the west steps of the chapel, and then 30 minutes later, at 7 a.m. on the East Coast, the ceremony will officially begin.
It will begin promptly. It'll last about an hour, and it will be, we hope so, sealed with a kiss and photos for the just married couple on the west steps. Literally, it's so funny because Savannah and I are looking, it's all literally feet behind us. So we're going to be watching for that. After that, they're going to hop into that carriage and take that procession through the streets. All these people have been waiting on the streets for this one moment. They're going to go to the long walk. And then after that, there's going to be a lunchtime reception at St. George's Hall.
And then there's the hottest ticket in town.
I mean, no one can get this ticket. Well, 200 people could. 200 true VIPs. Prince Charles is hosting an evening reception at Frogmore House, and you really have to be top tier to get that ticket.
You
don't
do. That's a real velvet rope there, and it's actually not on these grounds. It's a way off, but here in Windsor. And we have a little breaking news, breaking royal news.
Give it to us.
If you've been wondering what the couple will be called after they were married, the palace just released the titles that they will assume. Get ready. Harry will be known as the Duke of Sussex, the Earl of Dumbarton, and Baron Kilkeel.
Okay, we've been practicing.
Okay, so this makes him His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex, if you happen to meet him. And upon marriage, Meghan will become Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex.
Yeah, they do this every time a couple gets married, royal couple gets married. They did it for Will and Kate,
yes.
and they have these new titles.
We have all kinds of royal experts we're going to be checking with in the morning, and they can give you the whole history, and it's an interesting one.
It really is.
These titles.
But we are, I mean, this is a really fun place. Our team is spread out all over town. They're out in front of the gates of Windsor Castle. They're at the Long Walk, to the packed streets. We are in the pubs. We are everywhere.
I think Kathy Lee's in the pub.
Yes,
We're also
indeed.
keeping our eyes peeled, of course, on Clifton House Hotel. This is where Meghan and her mom spent the night. And so if you're hoping to catch a first glimpse of the bride on her big day, well, our cameras and our folks are in position and ready to share it with you.
That's where the dress is going to be first seen?
Well, if we get lucky.
Maybe.
If we
right.
get lucky. But I think you were talking about, in a weird way, it's the public that will see the dress before Prince Harry does.
Yeah, Harry will be the last one to see the dress.
So with all of that said, let's get right to it. And let's start with Natalie Morales. She's on the Long Walk to Windsor Castle. Natalie, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Savannah and Hoda. Yes, lucky me. I have the hot ticket right here. I'm at the first stop for Meghan Markle and her mom, Doria, as they're expected to arrive here from Clifton House. Perhaps we may catch a glimpse of that dress. I'm not really sure if her window is going to be open at that point in time. But they're going to come down here, down the Long Walk, and she'll be able to perhaps see and say hi to people along the way. And she'll make her way to the palace and to St. George's Chapel, where, of course, she will meet her groom. Hoda and Savannah.
All right,
Natalie looks so good.
She does. You look beautiful.
Do, Nat,
she got the dress code down,
yes,
right?
She did.
And we are just getting started, everybody. So grab your tea, your crumpets, your scone. Our special coverage of the royal wedding is just underway. We're back in a moment. First, check these messages on a beautiful day. Windsor Castle as a prince marries his bride.